Hello everybody, welcome. I'm Zoe Alice, welcome. This is going to be a reading that I'm going to do for August the 31st of 2024. Welcome to a Saturday, reading that I'm going to do. Basically, it's very interesting about how this is going to go. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be how it's going to seem to be, how it's going to be. And whenever things are going to go that way, you have to be, more enthusiastic. Maybe things will go doing well, but this is what it seems to be. If you're hearing any voices in the background, it's basically I'm at a cafe. And so, if you hear my voice, you will hear my voice, okay? But the point being is that this is the way it goes. This is the way of how, society, of how things are. You have to put things in perspective. You have to know what's going on and who's doing this. And, this is what is happening. And you have to believe it. In order to succeed, you have to do things on your own. Maybe you need to do that. But anyway. The point being is that this is the way it goes. This is the way it seems to be. This is the way it kind of turns out. Okay? So I'm just going to say the oracle cards that I'm going to see. And this is what's going to be going on for you. So this is how it's going to be. So, let's see. I'm going to read one card, and I'm going to see how it's going to be. And in this card, I want to check this out and how it is. This is what it seems to be. It says relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Yeah, you know what? Relationships are a start at a new beginning, as it seems to be, right? It's a starting position of how it goes. And, this is the way it goes. So this is the way it seems to be, but you need to have your own priorities to understand that. Having priority is a wonderful aspect of your whole entire life, and it's the way of how it goes. You have to proceed of how it goes. Maybe things will go the right way, but that's how it goes, okay? So, that's how it seems to be. And we're going to look at your past, your present, and your future situation. And this is what's going on. So, this is the way it kind of turns out. This is the way it goes. Here we go. So, we have the Pentacles upright, the Nine Wands upright, and Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah, so Eight of Swords reversed means that you're not having anxiety, not yet, but you never know, right? But in the way of how it goes, you're kind of like thinking about money, you're thinking about how things are. You could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But there are things that you're trying to understand of how it goes. Acceptance is the key, and you have to know how it is and one way or another. This is the way it kind of is. This is the way of how things are, and this is the way it goes. So let's see what's going on. So we have the Knight of Cups reversed because there's no romance. Well, obviously, maybe you could be having romance, you never know, right? Ace of Swords reversed because there's no understanding. Yeah, obviously there's nothing. And the King of Pentacles upright because there's security. Yeah, obviously that would be interesting. You could be down with Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Let's see what's going on here. Let's kind of like provide any more answers. Is there anything that kind of interesting about that position? So we have the Queen of Cups separate because there's empathy. Yeah, because you're looking at two sides of the story here. That's how it is. So we deal with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Four of Cups reversed because there's no distraction. No, there isn't yet. Then that's how it is. The Knight wants reverse because there's no immaturity. No. because you're not being immature. No, you're not. Right? And that's how it goes. What's up to the life actually? Then I kept separate because it's fulfillment. Yeah, see. So that's how it is. You could be dealing with another crisis cancer Scorpio. So in this way, you need to provide about how you can, right? Actions are bigger than words, or vice versa. But the point being is that you need to conquer your own way, your own vision, in the way of how to express yourself. Expressing your own ways of considering your own understandings. This is what it seems to be. This is like almost you can misunderstand. Maybe you're not getting that, but then you need to believe in yourself that you can do it. As long as it needs to, you need to do that. So let's see what the universe is saying. And for a coins reversed, interesting. The 6 of coins is upright. And the sun reversed because there's no positivity, so it means that you're in a negative spot. Interesting. Let's also go that way. Sure, you reverse because there's no progress. Nope. The Hangman is upright because there's restrictions. Yeah, okay. And 10 of coins is upright. Yeah, because you want everything to happen all at once. Yeah, I can see it. What's up about this sun curve? The tower reversed because there's no transformation. Interesting. Opposite. The Temperance reversed. Is there anything else? Magician is upright. Yeah, because you're gonna have skill. Okay. So it does make sense. In order to do things, you have to do it on your own. Yeah, see, I can see it. You have to, how everything is gonna go, right? Because you have to look at the left side, the middle side, and the right side all together. Right? This is what it's thinking. Okay? So I know that this reading does seem to be very unrealistic, but then you need to be who you are. Because you look at this and say, alright, well, I got this, and then you think, wait, no, I'm not getting it. Right? It's the way of how you can do it. So I can see it. So let's see what the universe is saying. The sun card is reversed, yeah, because you're negative. Yeah, negativity. Yeah, because you have restrictions. Three wands is upright because there's communication. Yeah, it is communication. 10 wands is upright because there's all these burdens. It comes upright. Yeah, because you could be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there are things that you're trying to understand where you need to get a hold of things. Maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to clarify. Maybe you need to do things on your own, right? Having that way of saying, okay, well, I need to do it. I need to put my emotions in check, or whatever it is. And you need to understand, believe. Because all I'm going to say is that seeing is believing, believing is seeing. That's all you can do. Seeing your own eyes, seeing about how you can put things into perspective. It's the way of knowing about the right and wrong. Maybe you're not going to do it, but it's the way of knowing what to do. It's the way of how you can do it on your own. It's the way of in this perspective way, it's the way it goes. It's the way of how you can do what you can, but in order to do it, it's the way of how it is. It's an outflow going into an inflow, something like that. But this is the way it goes. You have to look at from empathy. You have to look at both sides of the story here. You have to clear your own mind and think of the positive and the negative, right? If you think of the negative, everything is going to be all falling apart. And you're saying, why I'm doing this? What's going on? It's a way of knowing what to do. It's a way of trying to do things in a position where things are, right? You have to look at it, because if you're in relationships, if you're in different qualities of your own life, you have to look at that. You have to think about how many choices you have, or in a way of how it goes, right? So in this reading, it's the way of how it goes where you're going to have communication. You believe in how things are. You have to know that you can do it as long as it needs to. Okay? Keep it up. So it's the way of knowing you have to do it. So I'm still going to clarify the left side, the middle side, and the right side. So, let's see. So I'm going to clarify. Over here. Three of Swords reversed because there's no heartbreak. Okay. 10 of Upright because there's completion. 2 Wands reversed because there's no planning. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles upright. Reverse means like no excitement. 2 Wands, let's see. 10 Pentacles upright, yeah, because there's no. Yeah. And the Fool is upright because there's change. Yeah, because, in the way of trying to do this, it's the way of knowing about it, right? Because when you look at this and you say, oh, I'm going to look at this relationships, it's the way of knowing what to do. You think to yourself, all right, well, I got this. I know what's going on. You have to think to yourself and say, all right, well, I'm doing this, right? And it does make sense. In order to do it, it's the way it goes. So, you have to pay attention about how it's going to be, because there's changes on its way, there's completion as well. If you put that into perspective, that's the way it goes. So I'm just going to clarify of what's going on. So let me read. The Three of Air. Great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. Yeah, so you're going to change. You're going to change in that perspective, way of how it goes. So you could be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay? So that's how it seems to me. Next one. Six of Earth. Gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Yes. So once you have your completion, that's what it seems to be. So you could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And last but not least, the Hermit Archangel Brazil is spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. Exactly. So you could be maybe looking for a soulmate. That's what I'm going to say. That's how it kind of goes. I'm going to clarify that card again. Is the Sun Uriel is happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Okay, so you're going to stay positive as much as you need to, right? And last one, let's see, is the Seven of Water is a complex decision. The need to do research. Stop procrastinating. Yeah, stop putting things in the back burner, because that's how it goes, right? So you could be dealing with another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So I hope that this reading helps you understand how it goes, understand about how things are, and this is the way it is, right? It's the way of knowing what to do, and you have to believe. Seeing is believing, believing is seeing, and there's no way about it, right? There's no doubt about it. So it's the way it goes. It's the way of how you can do it. It's the saying about how there's gonna be lots of mannerisms and all that stuff, and you can do whatever you can to do. So if you believe in yourself and you're gonna get gifts and everything else, that's how it's gonna be, right? So believe in how it goes, and this is what it's safe to be. So I hope that this reading helps you understand it and believe, because this is what it's saying. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, and bye for now. Bye.